Hey there, welcome to my channel. If you enjoy my types of readings, please like, comment and subscribe. And I'm also open for personal orders. All the information that you need is linked down below or in the comment section. Now let's get to your reading. Hi everyone, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi. I'll be your spiritual guide for today. And this pick a card reading focused on your relationship to your crush. So this is a reading that is applicable to those of you out there who are in some way crushing on somebody and you would like to find out, are they into you as much as you are into them? That's what I aim to help you with this tarot reading today. I thought of giving you 3 different choices. These are cards that dropped from the Gods and Titans Oracle deck, which I have over here by my side, at least a booklet. This is a wonderful deck created by Stacy DeMarco, and it has served me so well in these 5 years in which I have been a professional tarot reader. It's especially good for love readings. So if you're a tarot reader yourself, I highly recommend that you use it in your practice. But for entertaining purposes, today I have a choice of 3 different gods for you. We have here for group 1, the god Hermes, the god of communication. For you, group 2, we have the Green Man, abundance. And for you, group 3, we have Nuada, and we have here perfection. So have a good look at these 3 beautiful gentlemen and see which one pulls you in the most. Choose with your gut rather than with your eyes, although the images can be a little bit titillating. I highly recommend that you use your gut, your intuition, because the messages have a higher likelihood of resonating with you. If you have made your choice, then I'm not going to keep you waiting. Let's jump straight in and see, are they thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them? Let's find out. Hi group 1, let's find out, are you on your person's mind as much as they are on yours? So this is a reading for those of you drawn to god Hermes, and this is the god of communication. Hermes is also associated with the planet Mercury, and Mercury is the natural ruler of 2 astrological signs, Gemini and Virgo. So it could be that your crush is a Gemini sun or a Virgo sun, or you may borrow traits from these 2 astrological signs. Okay, so somebody who is analytical, somebody who is fun, exciting, somebody who comes across as youthful than they actually are. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. We have the Ace of Coins, and we have here the god Aeolus. Again, very airy energy. Are you on your person's mind? It seems like thoughts of you come in and out of their perspective, but this person may suffer from ADHD or has in some way a very distractible personality, like, ooh, you know, oh, okay, the newest thing, the latest trend. This individual is somehow consuming a lot of information on a daily basis. So they think of you and then their thoughts of you are being somehow hijacked by other transmissions. They see something on the television, a friend of them calls them, they see a discount, they're watching their favorite YouTuber. It's a whole mess of ideas and thoughts and impressions. But I have the feeling that they tend to associate you with a very strong physical sensation, because we do have here the Ace of Coins. So in spite of the fact that Aeolus is the god of weather phenomena and especially wind, I'm seeing here a very strong capacity in which they associate you with the physical pleasure. Like, this person could please themselves thinking of you, for example, and that's when they're thinking of you, when they're touching their bodies in relation to thoughts of you. So it's a very sensual attachment that they have towards you. This person could also have a disability. I'm seeing here that Aeolus has this mechanical hand. I'm also getting that this person may gamble. They may trade bitcoins. There's something quite techy, quite risk prone about their personality? Are they thinking of you as much as you are thinking of them? I mean, if you're a very distractible person, if you easily kind of shift your attention span, then definitely you are on the same level as this person. But let's dive deeper. We have here the Queen of Cups, Phoebe. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit better seeing this energy because Phoebe is a very beautiful energy. She was considered to be one of the beautiful nymphs of ancient Greece. And the Queen of Cups in general shows the quality, the best qualities of a high vibrational Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio woman. So this is somebody who is empathetic and sensitive. In relation to your crush gets into their feelings when they're thinking of you. Your crush can be very, like, they empathize with you. They are sensitive to you. They see images of you pop up on their screen, or you send them a voice message or a small video, or they can see you on your social media, and they have like their heart skipping a beat a little bit. It's almost like they have a physical reaction. So again, physicality and emotion. We're having here a person who feels you in their body and feels you in their heart. That's interesting and unexpected for somebody who is under the rulership of Hermes. But let's continue. I feel like this person can be quite surprising. This person is, maybe they have a sun that is clashing with their ascendant. So the more you get to know them, the more a different side of their personality emerges compared to your initial impression of them. We have here the Emperor, none other than Zeus. So Aries energy, a very confident person, a person with authority, a charismatic individual. And I also see here 8 of Swords, Medusa. Oh my goodness. This can get a bit dark sometimes. When your person is thinking of you, they have thoughts in which they want to overwhelm you, trap you, kidnap you, defile you in some way. Their fantasies could go really dark and deep, and it's almost like a secret. It's almost like your person doesn't want me to tell you this because they may scare you away. But Medusa was a beautiful nymph, and unfortunately a god fell in love with her and took advantage of her. And then out of that trauma, she was cursed. So she was cursed for her own assault, which is horrifying gaslighting of the victim, if you ask me. But it is a story that shows how hurting other people can create more hurt, because Medusa then had this snake-like hair that she used to petrify men. So I'm kind of getting a feeling that you may have blocked this person or stonewalled them, and in a way that bizarrely turned them on. The psychology of this individual is very complicated, I have to say. It's almost like this person can be quite loving and quite sweet and quite sensual, and then they flip the script and they become a little bit dark, and they have these kind of like weird domination fantasies. But I think this is because of an anxiety that they feel in relation to you, because you hold so much power over them. So are they thinking about you the same or as much as you're thinking of them? I don't think this is about as much. It's not about quantity here. I think in your case, it's about they're thinking about you in a completely different way than you think they're thinking about you. I hope this makes sense, yeah? So maybe you think that this person has these beautiful, loving fantasies about the two of you. And in reality, this person is thinking about tying you, gagging you. I'm sorry, I have to laugh because it's a bit extreme, yeah? So, yeah, I feel like they're fantasizing about like putting their finger on your throat and blocking your capacity to breathe. Okay, this got dark very quickly, but it's like, in their fantasies, when they're thinking of you, they have the upper hand because it's the Emperor against Medusa. Yeah, so you know me, I tell you the truth as I see it in the cards, at least, because as you know, truth is quite subjective most of the times. So we have here the 10 of coins, Thije. So this is the goddess of abundance, and very clearly it tells me that there may be a person that is watching over, because this is not your energy and this is not the energy of your person, but it's another person in your person's life, in your crush's life. Maybe an overbearing mother, maybe a controlling ex, maybe a neighbor, or it could be somebody that keeps your crush under surveillance. Yeah, so this individual is causing anxiety, and it's also causing your person to have a chip on their shoulder in relation to your gender. Yeah, so there is something like internalized misogyny or internalized misandry happening in the situation, you know. I feel that because this person grew up under the overbearing energy of maybe, let's say your crush, the traditional example would be your crush is male. Your crush is male, yeah? And he grew up in a home with a very tough, strict, controlling mother who was very punishing and low on affection. And they grew up wanting women, but at the same time wanting to destroy them in some way, to control them, to defile them, you know, to hurt them as much as he has been hurt in relation to this mother that was supposed to love him, but in reality controlled him. So that's why I'm thinking that the psychology of this person is very complex, because I see here an individual that is very loving, that wants to give to you, that is very sensual, but at the same time this person has a complex, a maternal complex, an issue. They are sometimes it's like they don't know what happens to them. It's like the unconscious comes over them, and then it's kind of like it's projected onto you, this image of you're the bad woman or you're the bad man. Yeah, I didn't want to gender the whole discussion, but I needed to give you an example, so I chose this situation, but apply it to your case. You know better. I have here a situation in which I think that your person kind of sees you in this like temptress scenarios, bad girl, bad boy scenarios. Like I'm seeing a person that has high heels and like very sharp stilettos walking on another person's chest, very tenderly, but with the potential to cause them a lot of pain if the pressure is deep. Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling that you see how he's touching his throat, yeah? This person definitely has some sort of asphyxiation fantasies. I mean, I didn't want to go there tonight, but these are the messages that are popping up. Who are these people that you guys are into? Be careful, especially if you met this person online, because they could be a catfish. They could tell you that, you know, on one hand, you see this loving individual, yeah? And on the other hand, you get this incredibly domineering, authoritarian man who is kind of like my way or the highway. So be mindful, you know? I do feel that there could be some sort of like a weird moment of deep connection between the two of you, and your relationship could actually stand the test of time, but I want to get some clarifiers. So let's see, your oracle cards are the World. So we have here Saturn, Karma, speaking about Saturn. And then we have the Sage card, the Blessing, Moon conjunct Jupiter. You guys could have some very interesting astrological synastry points, like maybe your sun touches upon your crush's Saturn, so you have this kind of feeling of responsibility towards one another, but your person can also disappoint you or come across as very strict in relation to you, sometimes even a bit cruel. I feel that you two could be caught up in a karmic relationship in which you constantly feel drawn towards each other, but the relationship, it's heavy, it's burdened, it's slow, it's dissatisfying in some way. You feel like you're giving more than you're receiving. It's not a balanced relationship because you're paying karma, you're paying your old dues. But at the same time, this person could have this very youthful, loving, excitable energy that you crave more of. This person could put a smile on your face, you know? So yeah, you could have Moon, Jupiter, Sun, Saturn synastries, which gives you this really confusing mix of, you know, you're annoying me, you're disappointing me, you're irritating me. why do I give you more than I receive? While at the same time, if you have this Moon Jupiter link, oh my God, you make me so happy and I laugh so much with you and we can be best buds, you know? And we have the same inside jokes and we just feel very comfortable one next to the other. So your person is very distractible. They are not thinking as much of you as you're thinking of them, because I have a feeling that you guys, my group ones, you are a much more concentrated kind of thinker. You're more focused. Your person is, you know, attention span is on the low, their battery is low. But when they are thinking of you, they do something physical with those thoughts of you. And I'm going to let you use your imagination as to what they may be doing when they're thinking of you with their body. Yeah. At the same time, I see that this is an individual that can help you in this relationship in time, with patience, go from 0 to 100. We have here 0 and 10. Yeah. So you can go from just the ace of coins, okay, let's see how this connection will go, to, oh my God, we're moving in with each other. You do need to be mindful that this person kind of has this Madonna whore complex if they are a man, and if they are a woman, they could have a very distorted view of masculinity. And this is because they were controlled by a person that raised them, or that they felt the first primary caregiver attachment to. So on one hand, they want you, on the other hand, they want to control you and dominate you. So there are these two sides of this person's character coming up to the surface. And this is what Mercury, this is what Hermes energy is all about, usually associated with Loki as well. This is about the trickster, duality, hot and cold, the laughing mask, the crying mask, yeah? So one moment you're getting one type of a person, the next moment you're getting somebody completely different. But I think that this person can also help you stimulate your shadow side and your divine feminine side, yeah? Or divine masculine side. So you can also bring out these two dualistic personalities inside of yourself as you are relating to your crush. They aren't necessarily thinking as much of you as you are of them, but they're thinking of you in very unique and different ways than you are thinking of them. Ultimately, this is a connection that with some effort and some adjustments could lead you to something quite stable, but you're going to have to transform karma into something blessing, like into something blessed. Sorry, that was poor grammar. So transform whatever pain and frustration that you get into this connection into something wise, and you can actually make this connection work if this is what you want. This person is here to help you complete. And I'll let you be the judge of what that might mean in your specific circumstance. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in my next one. Hey group 2, let's find out if your person is thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them. I have to tell you that I was just blowing my nose quite powerfully. Your person could be sick at the moment. They could have fallen hard, and it's at the moment just a period of convalescing for them. They're trying to recuperate. This is a reading for those of you drawn to the green man, and I always make fun that this man reminds me of Sebastian Stan. He does have his features. Sebastian Stan is a Romanian American actor who is born under the sign of Leo. So it could be that you're dealing with a Leo, or you yourself, my love, could be a Leo. So we have here abundance. Okay. With this in mind, let's see what the Mythos Tarot has to say. Is your person thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them? Let's see. The Strength card. This is fascinating. They don't want to think of you. They're really trying, like, ooh. It's like, no, senpai, no. You know, they're really trying to hold their horses. Because, oh my God, I don't know if you heard that, but we have these hypercars, supercars, whatever the boys want to call them. I hate them, but they exist. And there was just somebody pushing on the brakes when I said that. Come on, brain, what are you doing? My brain is kind of like blocked. I feel like I'm empathizing so strongly with your person. Your person feels congested. Your person is like barely able to speak. You should really send them a text message and ask, are you okay? Can I bring you something? They may need some chicken soup or maybe some vitamins, you know? Okay. Coming back to the present moment, this person is trying not to think of you. They get really hot and bothered when they think of you. And if they are lying in bed with a sickness and they're having some feverish thoughts at the same time, that's just too much for their system at the moment. But I am seeing here a confirmation, the Strength card, and what I was saying about Sebastian Stan, Leo energy, very powerful Leo energy. So you could be dealing with somebody who was born at the end of, the end of July, beginning of August, middle of August. This person carries a lot of weight on their shoulders. They're a little bit stressed out by this connection with you. I wonder why. Ooh. Let me just see, because I got an intuitive insight, but I want to see if the cards are going to confirm it or not. Are they cheating on you? Are they cheating on their partner with you? Group 2. What are you up to? Okay, be careful, because cheating is really bad karma and you're going to be at the receiving end of the same treatment that you are enthusiastically participating in. So we have here an individual that sees you as an incredibly hot person, because we have the Queen of Wands, but we have the Lovers blocked, which kind of tells me that this person could already be in a commitment that could be stressing them out. Maybe they are telling you that they're divorcing or leaving their partner and they want to be with you, but their thoughts of you are very sexy, hot and bothered, you know, to the point where it gives them feverish symptoms even when they were, you know, in good health. But it could be that the stress of having to deal with you and with another commitment has increased their poor health symptoms, because this sometimes happens, you know, when we are doing something that we know we shouldn't be doing. It can actually create feelings of guilt inside of us that erupt in diseases, dis-ease, right? So you're outside of your point of ease. Your person clearly, without a doubt, if you were wondering or if you were having some issues with how you look and how this person may think of you in terms of your looks, you have nothing to worry from this point of view. It's more like they want you so badly and they think you're so hot that it's getting them to think, am I going to lose everything I have built in my life if I follow group 2? In the situation in which you know for sure that this person is not committed with anybody else, this person just wants the physical part of you first and to keep their feelings locked away second. They are not emotionally available at this point in time. And I think it's because they carry so many responsibilities on their shoulders, yeah? So this is a connection that will require patience and effort, yeah? I feel like this person is really trying not to think about you, because every time they think of you, they want to touch themselves. They want to, like, you make their skin boil, you know, their blood boil, their skin crawl. You give them an itch. And in some cases, this could be the 7-year itch, right? The desire to be with somebody outside of marriage or a long-term commitment. Now, this card, it's so beautiful. I love her hair. This is the Lovers card. We have here Aphrodite and Psyche. And it's beautiful because Psyche is about the soul, what is unseen, the beauty within, the light within. And Aphrodite is about physical beauty, right? It's about how I look and how delicious my skin, my hair, my lips, my everything else, you know? So with this card being blocked and this card being upright, it's almost like this person really likes your soul over and above your beauty, your looks. Like your looks are very good. I would say top notch. But at the same time, it's like your soul is more powerful. Your soul is the one that is calling this person in. Whether they're thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them, I would say that they're thinking, or they would be able to think in an obsessive way about you, so more than you're thinking of them, but they're trying not to. Yeah, there's this blockage. It's like, no, no, forbidden, you know. This could be even a workplace crush. You're here inquiring about a boss or somebody that you know is married, has children, and you cannot have, but maybe there's been some intimacy or some flirtations recently that happened, you know. At the moment when I'm filming this reading, Mercury is retrograde. And as you guys know, when Mercury goes retrograde, the mind sleeps and the heart awakens. It's a very emotional period, and people are very trigger happy. It's very hard to control yourself as you normally do by using your frontal lobe during a Mercury retrograde. During a Mercury retrograde, we are more or less at the mercy of our feelings. Our feelings overwhelm our system. And that's why there are more arguments, and that's why there's a lot more road rage, and that's why things are no longer working, because people tend to be more forgetful and less precise and less observant as they get into their feelings. So this person is trying to not think of you in a physical way, because if they were to think about you physically and how gorgeous you are, they wouldn't be able to stop thinking of what they would do to you. Yeah, it's such a powerful animalistic attraction. But this person is trying to be moral. They're trying to be superior over their wild instincts. They're trying to control their natural animal side. Yeah, so they're trying to look at you as a soulful person, as a person that is professional or talented in some way. And they're trying not to look at images of you where you have a cleavage, or how beautiful and plump and delicious your lips look like in a photo. You know, they're trying to think of, oh, this person, oh, look, a degree. Okay, well-educated individual. Try not to think about breast size. You know, so it's kind of like this kind of a vibration that I'm seeing here. But yeah, they're really putting in the effort not to think of you in that way, because there will be no stopping as to what this person could do if they were to just have you physically, you know, very intense energy. I need some clarifiers. And we have here, Venus-Uranus, a Venus-Uranus bond. We see here Coca and foresight, yeah. So this is about electric attraction. It's like a lightning bolt hit the two of you. Maybe things were a bit lukewarm, and then all of a sudden you guys looked at each other and you were like, oh, you know, oh my God, I want to rip your clothes off. And you have no idea what produced this. It's like, what happened? Was there something in the water? You know, like, ooh. Uranus tends to give you these bolts of awareness to wake you up, to help you understand something. But you're only going to be able to work with Uranian energy, which is highly unstable, if you get detached. So take a moment to detach from what you're feeling. I know it's difficult at the moment with the retrograde, but put a pin in this reading and come back 3 weeks from now, maybe around the 1st of December, and watch it again. You're going to come to very different conclusions than the ones you're falling under the impression right now. So I definitely have a feeling that there is something here that can dilute the perception of your situation. You really want this person really wants you. There is kind of like this very powerful solar, fast masculine energy, and this very feminine, grounded, sensual feminine energy. And it's like opposites attracting, like magnets. But at the same time, I feel like you know already with the foresight that this connection is meant to be doomed. Yeah, there is a feeling of it's just too intense to be sustainable in a normal everyday basis. There is so much smoke and fire. Look, it's unbelievable. Storm warning. thunder, lightning, high voltage. So it's there's a crumbling. There is a crumbling. If you guys are to be together, something will have to be destroyed. Potentially your prior commitments. So I'm definitely getting the feeling that this person could be already in a connection with somebody else. Or if this is a workplace romance, one of you is going to have to quit. You know, maybe you are in an environment in which it cannot be that two people working together can be with each other. Like, for example, therapist-client relations. You know, you need about a period of about 2 years in between finishing therapy with a client so that you can date them. And it's not advisable even then because of transfer. But anyway, coming back, I definitely feel like there is a hint of the forbidden here. Like this person gets turned on by danger, by risk. Their thoughts of you are electrifying, almost to the point where it gives them physical diseases. They have a somatization, like you are so strong, so inwardly beautiful, and so outwardly beautiful that you give them jitters. Because I just felt like one of my muscles was giving in. And this is the cherry on top of our multi-layered love cake. Yeah, repression. This person is telling themselves, thou shall not have group 2. Group 2 is pure and put on a pedestal and locked behind a case in a museum. And you're not going to think that group 2 has anything going on beneath the horizon. They have no body parts that can be touched and stimulated. So you're dealing here with a member of the clergy. Some of you could be dealing with a man of God. Yeah, I'm just seeing this right now. That's why it could be a very forbidden situation. Maybe you guys are part of a group, like a religious group, and this is the leader of the group, or somebody that has a lot of charisma, somebody that stands out, right? The superstar of the group with so much Leo energy. This is the local celebrity. But they could be a preacher, a pastor, and it could be that it's part of a form of religious worship that does not allow you to fall in love with the leader. Especially if the leader is already married, right, and has children. It's like such a faux pas, you know. Adultery is considered a sin in many religions. So that's why the Uranus madness, that's why the repression, that's why the storm warning. This is a taboo relationship. So there is, in order for you two to be together, a boundary needs to be broken, and it's a boundary that will cross over a social norm, and it will create the anger of a lot of the people around you that are trying to uphold the social norm. Yeah, so this person is trying not to think of you, but oh God, are they tempted by you? And it seems like your relationship is one that, you know, is better allowed to, you guys should continue to put the lid on it rather than express it. I know I normally don't give this kind of advice, but I have a feeling that you both are going to get into a lot of trouble if you're going to live this out, you know? Conditions need to be changed before you guys can live out this relationship. Okay, so time is necessary. Okay? I hope this helps you in some way. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in my next one. Hey, group 3, let's find out if your person is thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them. So we have here Nuada, the gift of perfection. I see here an individual that can be quite stubborn. Once they decided on something, that's it. This is what goes. As you can see, Nuada, the hero, has 2 swords firmly planted into the ground, ready to jump into action and defend himself. Okay, this could be an individual that also may be quite defensive. So one moment you feel like he's getting close to you, the next moment he's pushing you to the side. So maybe that's why you're here, trying to understand what's going on. I do not blame you. I 100% can sympathize. Okay, let's find out. I'm getting the strange feeling this could also be my pile. So let's see. We have here the moon. Ooh. Beautiful card. So we have Selene and we have the Seven of Wands, Soteria. This person has a lot of secret thoughts and a lot of deep feelings for you, but they're keeping them under wraps for the time being. They are putting up a front. Yeah? Is that called fronting? I think that it's called fronting. I don't know, in urban slang. This person has this very interesting dynamic whereby they are very attracted to you. They're thinking of you more than they would like to think of you, but at the same time they're like, no. Much like this hero, right? It's like, no, I don't want to. No, you can't make me. They have two sides of themselves fighting with each other. It's like their heart that wants you is fighting with their mind that rejects you. You may be dealing here with somebody who has a very complicated relation with their own mother, or if they're close to their mother taught them how to be stoic. Yeah, how to be well organized and disciplined and stoic and not to give in to your feelings. Yeah, so you're dealing here with somebody who kind of has, he may not be working in the military or she may not be working in the military, but they have that personality that they wake up in the morning and their bed is always made. You know, you ask them for help and they give you a perfectly designed list of things. When you ask them for advice, you always get a complete answer with all sorts of resources, you know. So this person can be quite intimidating. And in terms of what they're thinking, I feel like most of the thoughts that they have of you come to them at night. This person is not so much thinking of you as they are dreaming of you. And when they're dreaming of you, because we have the Seven of Wands, they are dreaming of wrestling with you. Like Jacob fighting the angel, this man is fighting with you in their dreams. Yeah, so I'm getting a very strong masculine presence, maybe because I'm also projecting my situation onto this reading as well. I'm trying not to. But very strong masculine presence. I mean, this is the energy that we began with. This is testosterone rampage. Yeah, so either a man or a very masculine woman that you're thinking of at the moment. I cannot put these cards down because they're so beautiful. Your person or your crush, when they think of you, it's like they don't have a very clear picture of you. Maybe you guys don't know each other so well. You're just at the beginning stages of getting to know one another. But it's like this person is, every time they see you, it's like they cannot hold your form. They think that you look different every time that they see you. That there's something different about you, that you're different versions of the same woman, but you're somehow uniquely strange. Like maybe one day they see you and you're tired, right? And they think, oh, this is who she is. But the next time when they see you, you've got like a bright smile on your face. And they're like, oh, this is who she is. And 2 weeks after that, they see you again and you're irritated and they're like, oh, this is who she is. And maybe you are the kind of person that tends to dress in colors that reflect your mood. So they tend to associate your emotions with your style, with your personality. And this person feels at the moment, like when they think of you, it's like, who is she? Like, who am I thinking of? Who is this individual? You know, group 3. You're very diverse. You know, you've got like many different personalities inside of yourself. Not in a clinical kind of way, but in a creative way, you know? You are that kind of an individual that's very hard to be pigeonholed. And this person is trying to understand who you are. They're trying to see, like, what is your personality? What is your defining style? But you trip this person over every time because you show up as a different version of yourself. So that's why when they think of you, they're a little bit confused. We have the moon energy. So this is about holding on to emotions that have not been communicated to you. And this is about emotional stoicism as well, the moon next to the Seven of Wands. But this is also about nebulousness. You are like the numinous to this person. When they think of you, it's like they don't know which version of you they are in love with. And we're seeing here, oh, and I did say love. That's interesting. Let's pull some more cards, okay, before I wax poetically based on only 2 cards. So let's see. Jesus Christ. Not to take the name of our Lord in vain, but the Empress. You're perfect. When this person thinks of you, it's like, that's it. I found the one. This is my person. They're perfect. I can see no flaw. And we also have here we have here Dionysus, the Hierophant, yeah. Hera and Dionysus. Hera was the wife of Zeus, the god of gods on Mount Olympus. And Dionysus was the party god. He was the one that participated in the bacchanals, and it was just, usually I associate him with Sagittarius energy and Jupiter, and parties and festivities, you know, and just moments of gorging and having good conversations and meeting people and drinking a lot of intoxicating liquors. So what this tells me is that this person, when they're thinking of you, they are thinking of wanting to have a good time with you and kind of wanting to get you a little bit drunk and in their arms. And it's a very sensual energy that I have here. I almost dropped the cards. I had this spasm in my hand, and it's also because it's a little bit chilly in my kitchen right now. I need to put my blanket on. But yeah, I feel like this is what this person is thinking of. They want to put their arms around you. They want to make you feel warm. The spasm kind of tells me that they're falling in love with you. I feel like for this person, and I kind of feel like this person may have a list of requirements. It's like, my ideal spouse needs to have this and this and this and this. And you're like, tick, 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 tick. And the more they think of this, it's like, what? This is a first, you know? So there could be something here about you being independent financially, you having a very solid way of looking, you take really good care of yourself, you are stable, you are sensual, you project an image of wealth. Even if you are not that wealthy, you look wealthy, you look luxury, you know, maybe because you take such good care of yourself. And this person wants a piece of this, and they want a spiritual piece of this, not just the physical kind, because we have the Hierophant here, not the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor would just be like, I'm your spouse, baby, because you look so good and you're arm candy, you know, and we can be a power couple. But the Hierophant is like, in front of God, we're married, you know. I want you mind, body, and soul, right? The Hierophant is about, we're going to take this slow and steady, and I'm going to fall madly in love with you in time, and I'm going to offer you security because I want you completely. You know, the Hierophant has that spiritual quality. This is almost like the Emperor going through some sort of spiritual awakening. That's the Hierophant, at least in the way in which I understand him. We also have here double Taurus as well. So maybe this could be a connection between a Taurus and a Pisces or a Cancer. The moon naturally rules the sign of Cancer, but the Pisces card represents, the moon card represents Pisces in traditional tarot. So it could be dual. And Taurus, Venus, at least. One of you could have a Taurus ascendant if they are not a Taurus sun. Is your person thinking of you as much as they're thinking of you? They are thinking of you in a much more structured way, but also in a way in which it's kind of like they always want to know more about you. Again, it's like you frustrate them. You get them excited about the future because they cannot believe that they found somebody that ticks all of the boxes of their romantic soulmate requirements. But at the same time, it's like they cannot pigeonhole you. They cannot pinpoint you. you change every time when they see you. And that's why it's a bit like, am I seeing things? Do I need to get my eyes checked, LASIK surgery? What's going on here, And that's why you are so fascinating and memorable to this person, yeah? It's very shape-shifting qualities. You got game, group 3, you got game. So let's see, even if you are not like thinking about it, but you've got some unconscious game. Oh, man holding a coin. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a very bad connotation, the term sugar daddy. But this is a man with wealth. This is a man that has lots to give. And this man wants to share his coin with you. So this could be an offer of marriage. This person, when they're thinking of you, they're thinking about the long term. They're thinking about wedding, sharing assets, getting up in the morning and cooking breakfast, I also have here Pau Darko, Metamorphosis, and we have the Moon and Venus. This person is thinking that you would be an excellent wife, an excellent mother. I'm hearing mother to their children. So it could be that this person already has some children. And you're going to be like the kind-hearted stepmom or stepdad. I definitely feel like this person would want to get you pregnant or would want to adopt a child with you. There is just something about your physicality or sensuality that really turns this person on. So they want to marry you and they want to get you pregnant. And I also see here education. This is like the whole package, like from church to home to university. It could be that you met while studying something. It could be that you guys are going to embark together on a further training course, or you're going to help other people when you come together to deliver messages, to do something humanitarian, to teach other people how to work at their love life. You could be couple counselors or coaches, or there is a feeling that when this person thinks of you, they have very grounded, realistic fantasies, It's like they want to get married, they want to share their body with you, their home with you. They see you as very fertile, very loving, very sensitive, very feminine, very shape-shifting. You drive them a little bit wild, but curious, because as I said, you tend to be very different every time they see you. And then we also have with education, this is also the feeling that you kind of are the spiritual leader. Like they feel that they could learn a lot from you, from your emotional intelligence, from your life experiences. Maybe if you're a yoga teacher, you can also teach them yoga, or if you're into the spiritual arts and they are not, I see that this man is a bit more pragmatic. This could be a rational pragmatist, an analyst, somebody who is more on the logical side of things, right? While you tend to be more on the creative, messy, emotional, beautiful, like open-hearted kind of energy. And this person feels like you can educate them. They may have fantasies in which you're the teacher and you're giving this person a challenge, and they kind of worship you and rise up to your expectations. This person has absolutely no problem in being led in their relationship by an educated, beautiful, emotionally intelligent woman, I feel like they tend to worship women anyway with the moon here, with the High Priestess. Yeah. I am a little bit gobsmacked. Color me impressed. Wow. Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. And on this note, thank you for listening. I'll see you in my next one.